So this is race 2 from round 2.
Yep.
So first contact reported is Remy on Paul Garnham 219. Went a bit early.
Yeah.
But then I think gets the pit limits back on because then this happens. There's Morn behind.
Yeah.
Does a good job.
Limiting it.
Yeah. No damage caused, but then
Right.
there's a brush.
Advantage.
There's no advantage. I mean, there's that little one there, and so that's all okay. So it's just an FA them.
We've all done that speed limiter thing, haven't we?
Next one is you. 241 with Mr. Ferrari. No damage caused. Daniel Moffat and Jordan Forte at 245. No damage caused. Me and Mr. Ferrari. 246. No damage caused. Oh, come the wrong way. Okay, his nose up a bit. There we go. Oh dear. Right. 246 Sean and Timmy. No damage caused. What's that one?
Lovely.
Chris Williams and Mark 249. No damage caused.
Just that concertinery thing again, isn't it?
Yeah. 309 Dan Birch with Daniel Borchette, and there is Dan Birch reports new suspension damage.
All right, okay. Oh. Yeah, can see where it's happened.
Yeah. So if I just get rid of that a sec. So Dan gets 2 lots of suspension damage on the report.
So he did get some from this.
Yeah. And then finished it off there.
Yeah. Double whammy.
So that was aero and the second bit. So let's just go back to Daniel Borchette. Let's
don't think aero can do a lot with a spinning car.
No.
Where are his inputs again? Coasting into it.
Yeah. We saw this in the first race, didn't we?
Yeah.
From a couple of guys. Yeah, there's no throttle or braking being used. The dab of the brakes would have, rather than coasting round, would have.
I mean, it'd have been the slightest rub of the brakes, or just staying on them a tad longer.
But the issue here is, of course, because there's no brakes or throttle input, there's no real control over the car. So there is fault.
Yes.
So let's just watch it from above.
Well, that's good for you. I like that.
Yeah. Things it's the lightest of touches, but because there's no control over the car, he's Daniel is at fault there. So it's 20 seconds because it's a first lap incident. First lap avoidable incident causing damage.
I mean, even if the damage wasn't there, he gained from it, so
He
it would
did.
have been a penalty anyway.
Absolutely, there's an advantage gained, isn't there?
Yeah.
So just going to double check that. So he's not weighted, so it's not reduced or anything like that. So it's +1 license point. Right, so let's just rewind. And let's just jump on board with Aero.
Yeah, as if by magic it just randomly appears.
Yeah, not much poor Aero could do that.
No. Yeah, he's kept it clean and everything else. He's kept it tight, loads of room, and then suddenly a McLaren comes across.
I'm just going to... where's... Close to a no brakes thing again.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened very quickly, and then he got it under control. But it's
about
trying to,
now. But then he would have still got hit by Aero.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
to
absolutely.
Be honest, he's had a double damage, and not his fault.
No,
so
exactly. So next one is Aero again at 312. Oh, this I think where Jorge goes into the back of him because of this. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's that one. Mark on Morn at 312 as well, and I think this is
there.
again, concertina of the
earlier.
Okay, that's fine. Mark and Morn again. Yeah, so that's that one again. 314. Chris Williams, Matt Fordham at 327. Just that one. No. Paul Garner and Sebastiano.
There he is.
Yeah. At 335.
Nothing in it for me, really.
No, nothing in it for me. It's just
it's a tricky thing, and it does naturally drag you out from the inside out that way. Yeah, they both stayed on track, and
just a love slap.
All of that. Yeah.
Errol. And Frankie at 343.
Oh,
that one. No damage reported.
Yeah.
Mark Cooley and Tom Osborne, 351. Tom Osborne reports new suspension damage. Mark Cooley reports new suspension damage. I have a feeling this is the Brian. Brian Gillis one.
Yeah. Yes. Watch out for the appearing car.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yeah. So let's find Brian.
Yeah, there he is.
And I think if memory serves correct from looking at this before,
he spun it up.
but held his brakes, didn't he? Look?
Yeah, he's on his brakes, and boom. But he stayed on his brakes.
He did. So this is a good example for people why we say hold your brakes, even if it's whether you've lost control of the car through something you've done or something else has done. You must hold your brakes, and then if the car is sliding in and causes an incident, you're not at fault because you're doing what you should be doing. And this is obviously huge impact, but there's no penalty given because he was holding his brakes.
Yeah, he lost control, which we don't penalise for. Someone just spinning up a tyre or having a bit of a drift on.
Absolutely. And if you're not holding your brakes, or when you're not on throttle or you're not on brakes, you're not in full control of the car. So right, Chris Williams, 356. I think.
There, might it be?
No damage reported. But so they're coming up to a first gear corner.
Yeah.
So Mark has 100% got to be deemed alongside.
Yeah.
In the braking zone.
He's not.
So
let's look at the turning point as well.
Yeah, so brakes just go on there.
Yeah.
So Mark needs to be 100% alongside this because it's a first gear corner.
Yeah.
Not there.
Uh-huh.
Apex over there.
Yeah.
Is he gaining an advantage? But again, it's a dive bomb contact, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, hold on. Were you at the right corner? Or I am. Yes. He's the last. It's the hairpin down towards the right. Towards the. Yeah. What's the first guy? I'm just double checking that was at the right place. So yeah, there's not alongside. Nowhere near the apex, causes the collision. That's dive bomb. It is the first lap still, isn't it?
Yes.
So it would normally just be 5 seconds for the dive bomb, because no damage was caused. But because it's first lap, it's doubled to 10. Mark, 10 seconds. Seconds for first lap.
And a Mustang up in the background.
Dive. Yeah. We'll have a look at see whatever there. Dive bomb +1 license point. And I just want to cover off all the angles on this one so we can.
Yeah.
Not going to give me a nice above shot for this one, is it? No.
Of course not.
So he's on the brakes.
Turns in. Yeah, I mean, he's slid in afterwards, hasn't
he? Yeah. Missed the apex.
Yeah.
Just want to. Okay. So Adam and Daniel Borchett. Adam at 356.
Dodging cars and wings.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's wings bouncing away, so
yeah.
Your instinct is to move around them rather than damage your
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much.
That was just a melee, wasn't it?
Yeah. Adam and the other Daniel Christou, at 4:11. Is that one?
Yeah.
Frankie and Tom Osborne 4:14.
Oh.
So I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? So Tom's got no rear wing from this incident. Which is understandable why he's got no rear wing.
Yeah.
Does he know he's got no rear wing's the issue?
Well, the damage warning would be there, and the fact that it's wriggling around like hell there.
See,
there's a pit entrance there.
This
if
is
you want to use it, yeah.
Because he's not going to get around that corner. It's a full fifth gear corner, isn't it?
And
so
he's gone out to the racing line as well.
No
brakes.
brakes.
If your car's that damaged, you can't get involved.
No.
Back in the racing line, because he got up to the speed there with
he did.
Got
to be coming in here.
Either of those two, stay on the inside slower and go in the pit.
Yeah, absolutely.
The car's uncontrollable as it is.
And then there's absolutely no brakes being held whatsoever.
Yeah. Still none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No brakes. And so where was Frankie meant to go? Where's Frank gone? There.
I mean, after a major shunt like that, you just got... Yeah, I know we say you can't, or you shouldn't be penalised for losing control of your car, but when there's like that big shunt beforehand, that slightly changes the way you should look at it in my book.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's for him to take the line like that. It does. He's surely got no. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. There's surely got no idea that he's got no rear wing. But this bit where there's no brakes being held is, don't matter if you've got wing or not on the car. If you've got no control over the car, and he starts rolling back.
Also, when he was following through there's a car on his inside, and he was just trying to turn in. Had he had a wing, he'd have hit the car anyway.
Yeah.
But
But there's a definite penalty for not holding brakes and causing.
Now he slows down and does the right thing.
Yeah.
With the speed and
could have quite easily taken the other exit and avoided all the traffic. But poor Frank lost a wheel.
So that was race ending for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes. There's nothing he can do.
No, so Tom must always hold your brakes. Always hold your brakes when you've got no control over the car. Tom, 10 seconds.
Yeah. First lap.
Oh, what? It's first lap, so it'd be 20.
Yeah.
seconds for not holding brakes and causing avoidable incident. Sending damage. One license point.
Also,
Mhm.
I don't know whether other people do. It might just be a me thing. But I've got a change view button on the wheel. So if I'm in any doubt, I can flick through it to get chase cam briefly so I can see if I've got a wing.
It's a good idea. Good idea.
That's what I do. If I'm in any doubt, literally it's a click of a button, puts you in the chase view a second, you can see whether you've got a wing, and then you go back to your normal view.
Good idea.
No brakes were held. By the looks of it.
No, looks like it. Jorge bounces off the curb.
Yeah,
No brakes, no brakes, no brakes, no brakes, no brakes.
Stopped actually in front of them. He waited until he was in the lane.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he would have. But it's like.
Yeah.
He'd have probably stayed off. Did he go? Can we have a look at it again?
Yeah.
Right. So realistically, if he'd have held the brakes now,
Yeah.
everyone would have got past him.
Yeah. And the difference being as well, even if they hadn't,
he wouldn't have been
they
penalised.
wouldn't have been penalised for it because you can't argue. Well, it's got the same outcome because you can't tell because you didn't hold them. And the chance if you hold your brakes, you're not going to slide as far for as long. It's that's why they're called brakes. Right, so Jorge, it's the second lap. This one, Jorge, so it's 10 seconds for not holding brakes.
Are we on lap 2? Because it's saying lap 1 still.
Yeah, that's just the replay thing, but he's just come down to the first corner, hasn't he?
Of course, yeah. I knew that.
And calls him an avoidable incident. Plus 1 license point. So I think this is all from the knock-on effect of that. So Mark.
I think this was end of my race, wasn't it?
Mark into the back of Floy.
Yeah.
It's obviously not much Mark could have done there.
Yeah, it's like no time to react, has he?
No. Where's he going? You don't know. Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not much you could have done there. Then you come round.
And there's my 90-degree steering wheel.
Yeah. Yes. Adam is next at 6:50. What's that one? Adam and Aero again at 7:54. It's that one.
But again, gave space.
Yeah.
There
Absolutely
was
did.
touch, but give space.
Daniel and Aero 11:57. No damage reported.
Right. Okay.
He
Arrows
lifted
backed
and
off
let him
and
go,
not
isn't he?
taken
So,
yet. Yeah.
no advantage taken.
Mhm.
Adam and Mark Cooley 12:21. Yep.
Right.
Dan Wilson and Timmy Leighton at 12:39. No damage reported.
Yeah. No advantage.
No
Gained.
advantage gained. Daniel Borchett.
Oh, I saw him off it. He was just hovering on him a minute ago.
There he is.
There he is.
And Errol at 13:39.
Perfect.
Right, it's going down to turn 1, third gear
Yeah.
corner. So Aero needs to be deemed alongside before
Is.
Daniel starts turning. We'll check it from all angles. So
He was alongside at the start of the break.
yeah. Well, it's the point of turning, isn't it? So we'll
Yeah.
clarify it properly. Yeah. So he's right. It's there, isn't it? It just comes away from the white line, moving away.
Yeah, and he's still in line by the looks of it.
There we go. That's the pitch we wanted. So definitely
axle to axle.
Yeah, deemed alongside. So is there room given?
No.
Yeah, Daniel's got to give room. He's turned for the apex like he's not there. It's
Now, Aero was going to make the apex.
Yeah, and it's definitely lost positions because of it.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
And he waited as well, Aero did. He didn't really have to be fair. But so that is definitely on Daniel.
Yeah.
Again, it's like he turned in for the apex as if he didn't know Aero was there, but that can't be the case because he would have. Well, you can look out the window and see him to start with. The radar's there. Do you know what I mean? So
because even if you're on a single screen, set up and look left, look right.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got door mirrors.
Yeah. It's 10 seconds for an avoidable incident. That's one license point. Hendrick. Hendrick is dodgy. 1951 with Chris Williams. 1951, Chris Williams. Yeah, so Chris is in front. This is not for position.
And he's flashed him to let him know.
Yeah.
He wants to pass.
And
Chris, a bit of rubbing.
Chris lifts on the apex, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Gets it all
For
wrong.
me, that's an educational thing rather
Yes, it is. Yeah, he's trying to do the right thing badly, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically, when he was coming down here, he should have gone left, stayed left, and let them go through up the inside.
Absolutely. So for future reference, Chris, blue flags, obviously you're trying to adhere to them, but the best way to do it is definitely not on the corner exit, corner apex. If you find that they've caught you up on the corner, you've just got to take the as you would, and then lift once you get onto the straight, not on the exit of the corner, not on the apex of a corner, onto the straight, or what would have been the most ideal thing to do here would have been, as Gaz said, go left, go deep into the corner, and allow Hendrick to take the racing line, and then you could have just tucked him back behind them. I'm gonna give a warning for this because he's trying to do the right thing. Yeah. But
and basically, it's like, if you're in any doubt, carry on and be predictable.
Yes.
If you're caught in two minds, do your normal thing and wait. Because there's quite a little straight between the exit of here and the next bend. You just stay to the right. You wouldn't even need to lift off. You could drop.
Absolutely. So it goes to mark down as a warning for blue flags. But as long as we learn from it, and if it happens again, try to do it, execute it a bit better next time. Right. So next one is Alistair and Hendrick, which is the touch from
the touch.
The little concertina effect. Which that's fine. Mark and Paul Garnham at 22:34.
That's 21.
Thank you. Just seeing if you're still awake. Which clearly you are.
Yeah. Oh, that's an odd bend, though.
He likes this move, this horn, doesn't he?
He likes that cutback, but it's a late lunge, and he's not made the apex or goal.
No. So it's a first stroke second gear corners bend and your driving style and everything, but you would need to be deemed alongside before the Porsche is turning for the apex. Now he's not. Admittedly, he's not got the best line.
No.
So he's straight there.
Yeah. He's turning there.
He's turning there. So
Paul's not alongside.
Paul would need to be deemed alongside. And to be fair, he's not far away, is he? But you can see it's not far away. Nearly made it work, to be fair.
Yeah.
But not quite alongside.
Hmm.
I do want to just double check the turning of the Porsche though, because
it's almost like a constant radius sort of thing, isn't it?
But he's definitely turning there.
Yeah. And you can't see the front of Paul's car hanging through. So
no, it's not.
No, it was just behind.
You can see the wheel there anyway, can't you? So
yeah.
So he's not there. So let's
and
gets a whack up
to try and give it back. Got whacked.
So he does give it back.
Yeah.
but it's still the dive bomb.
Yeah.
Which is 5 seconds. Paul.
Yeah, he's realised what's happened, what he's done, giving it back. Yeah, that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Take the pill and move on, don't you?
Absolutely. I mean, had there not been the contact and he'd given the place back, then he probably got away with not getting the penalty because the contact was there. It's quite a big whack. Chris Willems and Cookie. Chris Willems, Cookie at 23-27. So again, this is not for position.
Yeah.
This is blue flags.
Wiggling and trying to catch the car and do all sorts.
Yeah, I think
Cookie has no clue which way he's going to go.
I think Cookie thinks he's going left there because look.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't.
Yeah. I think mitigating says.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris trying to do the right thing again.
Yeah.
Just struggling around those couple of corners. So that's fine. Go down at FA. Daniel Bosch yet. Daniel, there you are. 26:44. Jump 40. Aero and Daniel. That was it.
All right. Okay.
Rabin is racing.
Mm-hmm.
Adam and Sebastiano 31:47.
Nothing in that.
No, nothing in that. No damage reported. And the last one, Daniel and Aero at 32:04. No damage reported.
Oh. I think it was a difference in braking points there, wasn't
it?
Yeah. But Aero's backed off.
Yeah, he's waited, isn't he?
So, you know.
No damage reported. No advantage gained.
Yeah. Last lap, let him go.
Yeah. And that is that, sir. Thanking you very much.
You're welcome. All I want to say is don't forget, everyone that's watching this, as of now, the radar is to be
mandatory,
used and is going to be used.
Yeah, part of the stewarding, it will be taken into account that you are using your radar.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.